sorry, I didn't know
home. Why didn't you go home? Like, why did these people go
Right.
home?
I don't even.
Right, none of them go to their own house.
And it's so warm in there, and he puts a blanket around her.
Sit down.
Harold's far too old to be associated with these teenagers.
Yeah.
I will note.
He's a creeper.
James, Early.
Even as a teenager, when the shit hit the fan, I always went home. Yeah.
All right, so I have actually written down what we should be doing so that I don't forget things, because I couldn't find our intros this last time, and then I used old intros, and then I found our intros. So that's annoying.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up cutting the new intros. I just used the old ones. I was like, no, because I was already done. Negative. But so we should start with intros, and yeah. So this is the worst part, is me starting it. I don't know why. It's so weird. It's weird, like my talking on the stream face is weird.
Yeah, a bag over your head.
No one will see it except for us.
I know, but I don't even like you guys.
Nah.
Well, you should have thought of that before you started this podcast.
That's probably true. Welcome to the Twin Freaks podcast. We are a group of people with different experience with Twin Peaks, and we are all watching it together and talking about it as we go through it. Why don't we go through and introduce ourselves and our Twin Peaks experience and anything else you want folks to know about you, and we will start with the person who is the newest, and that's Dana Gaulin.
Hello, my name is Dana Gaulin. I am the mother of Malmutes. I'm feeding string cheese to my Tala. I also write erotica under my pen name Ava Fox. This is my first time watching Twin Peaks, the series, and I've actually really been like jonesing for it. I'm like, when are we gonna do it again? Let's do it. Let's get this on. And that's me.
It's exciting. All right, Tamara.
Hello, my name is Tamara Woods. I'm a cozy mystery author, and this is my second time going through Twin Peaks. So, and it's so weird because it feels like the first time, because there's so many things that I didn't catch the first time. And I feel like it's one big trick to just get you watching for freaking ever. Okay, go on.
That might be true. CJ.
I was gonna say, I've seen it more than twice, and yes, it is one big trick.
I knew it.
And that's just kind of David Lynch all over. My name is CJ Bloyer. I'm a writer of things, and like I said, I'm not sure how many times I've seen the series. Sarah has forced me to immerse myself in the world, so I've seen it several times. I've seen The Return twice. So I've seen it twice. Yeah, and that's me.
Okay. And I am Sarah Scharnweber, and yeah, it's kind of my fault, so you guys can put that together. I just made all these people come watch this show, and here we are. And for some reason, they keep letting me do this. So, yay!
We've clearly been driven to madness.
Right?
Yes.
Every time CJ says she forces me to watch it, I'm like, at gunpoint?
I don't see that it's like necessarily gunpoint, but especially because that's not a thing, but that Sarah does. But maybe like friendship conditioning.
That sounds like a great friend.
She like breaks you down to the point where you're just like, all right, I'll do it.
That might be true. Does anyone have any opening thoughts about, where we're at, what's going on, anything? Does everyone remember what happened when we left off last time?
No.
We were at the part where Audrey had called Coop from inside One-Eyed Jack's. Does that sound familiar to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I do have a note for us to start with the Log Lady intro, so why don't we go ahead and do that, and then maybe that will also bring up any thoughts, and if not, then we'll start the episode.
Woo-hoo!
All right. So that is beautiful Miss Margaret Landerman's thoughts on episode 3 of season 2. And Tala has
Yes.
thoughts too.
She's like, lady, that is a great stick you're carrying. Let me have it. Let me see if I can put her out. And that way she won't make noise.
See, Tala, here. I know you want to talk to the girls and you want to be part of the girl group, but you got to know when to talk and when not to talk.
She's like, I have the Tala. I speak all the time.
Right? That's Ronette, who had been missing with Laura.
Why is he there? The diner owner's husband.
No, that's the sheriff.
Oh, that's the sheriff. Okay.
I know the delectable Sheriff Truman.
Ronette pulled out her IV. I just gave her a sedative.
Why is it blue?
Looks like dying.
That's why.
Harry, give me a hand. This is alpha chloride. Spray your finger. Albert, get your microscope. Right. Right, Ronette, breathe now.
Okay.
Can't watch it.
Nope.
Harry, he did this. And he tainted the IV.
Maybe she saw him.
Maybe she heard a Sousa march and got up to look for her baton. I'll do a workup on the IV.
That's our man. Those letters were never made public.
The man who points without.
Without chemicals, he points.
Oh, okay. I thought he said without genitals. I was like, I know I didn't hear that right.
Oh,
You're wearing
God.
a different sweater than
Oh,
yesterday.
who's that guy?
Color's better on you. I forgot
He's
my
on the
manners.
Meals on Wheels
I'm Harold Smith.
route.
I guess you know who I am.
Please come in.
Got some beautiful foil, like plants and stuff. What are
Laura
those
wanted me
orchids?
to get in touch with you if anything ever
Mom
happened
loves
to her.
them.
Why?
She said you'd ask a lot of questions.
That was 2.
Too many.
Harold's not having it. He's like Leo
Ever since she
Johnson.
began
That's a
Meals on
question.
Wheels, I was her best
that
customer.
is some real Leo Johnson shit right
You
there.
don't seem much like a shut-in.
You mean politely, what's the matter with me?
Okay.
I don't like to go outside.
I mean, me neither.
Right?
Can't. Do you have a judgment about that you'd like to express?
No.
Little touchy there, buddy.
This is a scary
Laura
place.
said you were very fair-minded.
If you knew her so well, why didn't she ever mention you to me?
Well, Laura liked to think of me as a mystery in her life.
Then why did you call me?
He already
I am-
told you.
Well,
Laura told him
I
to.
used to be a horticulturist. I raise orchids. That's why it's so warm in here. They don't need a lot of light. I wrote to you because I wondered if you'd be kind
I
enough to
wondered if
place
you
one of them
needed
on
light
spray.
too.
Of course.
Slipper.
It's very beautiful.
Mm.
I will say this, I'd like a monocle.
Take it, please. My last
Mhm.
gift, Laura.
I think it would up my cool factor by quite a bit.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Smith.
I think you might be overestimating its abilities.
She was very kind to me.
That was rude.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
Because I never leave.
Because you're never going outside.
No, Albert, I gave him my ring.
Okay. Confining my conclusions to the planet Earth. The cocaine you found in James Hurley's gas tank was a match to what we found in Jacques' car and in Leo's house. You get the picture?
Even got the frame.
Handiwork of Leo Johnson, currently appearing at Calhoun Memorial Hospital as Mr. Potato Head. The boots are a Circle brand rare work boot. The ones we found haven't been worn or tampered with. The letter B from Ronette's finger was cut from a copy of Flesh World. It's a perfect match. This particular edition features swingers clubs for standard poodle enthusiasts.
Oh my.
We
Like the
sent a
analog
portrait
version
your
of
long-haired
Only
man to every agency
Friends.
from NASA to DEA and came up empty. This cat is in nobody's database.
The last time I knocked you down, I felt bad about it. The next time is going to be a real pleasure.
You listen to me. While I will admit to a certain cynicism, the fact is that I'm a naysayer and hatchet man in the fight against violence. I pride myself in taking a punch, and I'll gladly take another because I choose to live my life in the company of Gandhi and King. My concerns are global. I reject absolutely revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love.
What?
Yeah. Surprising.
I love you, Sheriff Truman.
All of a sudden, you're like, damn, is he an asshole? I mean, yes, but also no.
Love Albert so
Albert's
much.
path is a strange and difficult one. How's it going, Lucy?
75 words.
Why
Oh,
are
wait
you
a minute,
counting
76.
words, Lucy?
77.
Good work, Lucy.
Ah. How about be right there?
Oh Lord.
Who's this guy?
Is here.
This is like the episode of new characters.
Hi, Lucy.
Wait, isn't
Lucy,
she
I've always
pregnant?
considered you to be a woman
Yes.
of letters.
Prohibited.
Let's go to lunch.
Capital. We'll go Dutch.
Cheap bastard.
He used to flick matches at me. He'd say, "You want to play with fire, little boy?"
That was like 1 in a million shot.
Right?
Wonder how many times he had to practice that.
Lucy, may I ask you something? Do you find it odd that I don't switch my fork when I eat? That I lift it to my mouth with my
Oh.
left hand?
That
My
is the
mother calls
most
it
boring line of
violence.
conversation.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not odd at all. It's the European way.
We went out every Thursday night for 3 months.
Bullshit.
You made promises to me. You said you were going to take me to dinner.
It's
The
just
Space
not that
Needle
into
in
you, Lucy.
Seattle. Even though you took me to family night at the Pancake Plantation instead.
I want to go to the
couldn't help but
Pancake
think that it meant
Plantation.
something
The
special.
gods of men.
When in fact, the only thing special we did that night was drink 2 bottles of champagne and end up on a display bed in Horn's Home Furnishings.
Oh my.
What?
You know her better than I do.
Look at him trying to sneak it in.
came to visit when I was in jail.
You're not gonna notice.
I don't
You'll never know.
I started vomiting in my mouth a little bit when it came on.
Well, she acted like she wanted to
She
do it
had
with me
blue
through
eyes
the
in
bars.
the last couple of
She didn't
episodes.
even
I think
care
she
if
does have
anybody
blue
was
eyes.
around. It was weird. It wasn't
They
like
look
her.
very dark here.
I think it's just the lighting.
I don't know anything anymore. Sometimes I think I should just get on my bike and go.
Oh, James, please do.
For the love of all of us.
Don't take a camera crew.
Running away won't solve anything.
Now she's like, they're holding hands. But you just got an orchid from some guy.
where you been?
That's for
Weird
Laura's
here.
grave, to be fair.
And that's one thing
Oh.
that's always
Yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, she's supposed to put
Details.
it on the grave, so.
Really? What's wrong with him?
You know, it's hard to say. Other than he was bright and
Better
sharp,
than your forehead.
intelligent. Completely unlike anybody I know.
Oh.
Sick burn.
Said you're stupid, James.
I mean, Laura said it before we even started.
Right?
Oh, they're making a snuff video with Mr. Horn's
Making
daughter.
someone do heroin is some seriously fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
She knows
shit.
I sent Laura up here. She knows her father owns the place.
Isn't Blackie concerned that her boss is gonna find out that
That's
she
kind
has
of the
his
plan.
daughter?
I'll buy the best.
Talk about a bad idea. Good grief.
A shoe for all seasons.
Is this the first time he's noticing the picture sitting on the table?
Yeah. Jim Dandy. Mr. Girard, you okay?
Don't let him go by himself. Sheriff?
There's so many weird things that happen in a town. These people
Thanks
are
for
really
coming down.
trusting.
They really are.
Sheriff, I'm just gonna say this. I know I don't have to, so I'm not gonna say anything against Leo.
Maybe then he'll realize what a wonderful person he's married to.
What?
The heck is going
Thanks
on?
again, Shelley. Best of luck.
Best of luck.
He's really good at confusing people.
What's going on?
Smells like insurance money.
Not since I spoke to Sheriff Truman yesterday.
She phoned me last night.
Where?
She didn't say. She referenced seeing me in my tuxedo. Now, I was wearing a tux here at the hotel the night that I was shot.
Well, like I told you, Audrey's gone missing before on a semi-regular basis.
What an
So have
ass.
two other local
There's
girls
literally
recently.
two girls
Horn
her
speaking frankly, is
age
there trouble
who
at
have
home?
been murdered. And this is your
Cooper.
reaction?
Do I detect a note of
A bunch of
something
shitty
outside
metaphors?
the scope of professional concern?
Well,
Audrey
no
and I
one
are
could ever say
acquaintance.
that Ben Horn is a good guy.
That is true.
I thought that Aubrey was 18.
Yeah, she is.
So if Coop was actually interested in her, it's
No, just
not
highly
No.
suspect.
It would also be inappropriate. She's a high school student. He's a special agent. It would be an inappropriate relationship for him.
Sweet sleep.
Hey, is it just me or does it like weird you out that all of the Renault brothers look different?
No, it doesn't weird me out. I know people who don't look like their siblings.
Oh my God.
You know him?
FBI. He's FBI. I saw him at the town meeting after Laura died. He was up here.
I want him.
Mr. Horn can maybe do that.
But you're going to be a big help, aren't you?
I like that she just slapped
Whatever
him on his
you
bald
want.
head.
Want me to do?
The tape of the girl.
I don't know why.
Get it now.
Yes, all right.
Harry? Time for a break.
Josie called Pete.
I want a donut.
She'll be back tomorrow afternoon.
Great.
I had a donut yesterday.
Coop, I need a favor.
You're so lucky.
I'd like to see her first,
Donate
alone.
for
Harry,
very
we can't
long
let
time.
personal feelings interfere with our work.
Easier said than done.
Talk to her. Bring her in.
There's a vacant lot next to the Palmer house. Next to that, there's a white house, all boarded up. Mailbox, no name on it.
Title check?
County's working on it, plus Power and Lights are searching their records.
How soon before we know?
Morning, earliest.
Ha, you haven't seen Mr. Gerard, have you?
Shoe salesman?
The one-armed man?
He came in to show me some samples.
The one-armed man was here?
Yeah, he got faint and had to go to the bathroom.
Without chemicals, he points. A giant's third clue.
Dun, dun, dun.
Harry, we've got to find the one-armed man.
Is that really necessary, Doc?
It's for our own protection, Ed.
Honey, I'm not sure we should like to
We're
hear.
really gonna do this.
Comfortable, smoky,
what?
all covered with snow. I lost my true lover. According to
I'm like
slow,
thinking of the most pervy song you could possibly sing to her.
according to pleasure, hardens of grief.
A false-hearted lover is worse than a thief. Good God.
He's like, oh, dear Lord. Horrified.
Hi, Eddie.
Oh, man.
I do have to say this is one of my like one of the subplots that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
It's dumb and it's hilarious at the same time. And
Cheerleader tryouts.
Yeah, it's a wild ride, that one.
You know what
This guy.
Dr. Jacoby.
You like flew a Polynesian in just to give him a massage.
This is
It's
my
right.
wife,
Like-
Yolani. She lives at our place in Honolulu.
He,
Oh, yes.
he leaves his super hot
been in
wife
there
in
many
Hawaii
times.
by herself.
Hold this.
I'm not
stone.
buying it.
He's probably not the kind of guy who cares what she does if he's not there.
This is the
He's definitely dipping his Jacoby wherever he wants to.
Right.
Not wrong.
Sure, Truman. Would you hold this stone, please? End of the bed there.
You stroke the ball.
Yeah, you do.
And gently drops in its center. Can you hear me, Dr. Jacoby?
Yes.
You're in your hospital room. The room with Jacques Renault.
Donna.
Donna. How is it?
Wow.
Why
He tears up the Palmer house. James is like, fuck all of the Palmers. Yeah, go fight Leland or something, you weirdo.
I know, I'm like, stop screaming at no one and get on your bike and chase her down.
I fell into a dream.
A dream? Girl, this sounds like a nightmare up in there.
People think I'm Laura. And I'm not. I'm nothing like Laura.
So hard, I know. I know, sweetheart. I know.
And all I know.
This is not what I signed up for. Thank
Laura
you.
was my cousin, and I
Go
loved her, and
home.
She died.
Right?
They're
That's the total option.
teenagers. All of them.
Just go home. It's everything's terrible.
It's been days since the funeral. You've served your purpose. Go home.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
If life could only be like those summers up at Pearl Lakes.
Like everyone just be walking up in your
Right?
house.
Leland,
I know.
What is it?
Nobody knocks
Says
or
hello.
dings the bell.
Leland, you're under arrest for the murder of Jacques.
She's like, wait, did my uncle murder somebody and now he's hugging me? This is weird.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where to
Home.
go.
Why didn't you go home? Like, where do these people go
Right.
home?
I don't even.
Right. None of them go to their own house.
And it's so warm in there, and he puts a blanket around her.
Sit down.
Harold's far too old to be
keep telling
associated
myself
with these
that he's
teenagers.
Yeah.
I
How
will
much longer
note.
am I supposed to
He's a
stay?
creeper.
James,
I-
Hurley?
Even as a
Just when
teenager,
I thought I had it
when
all
the
figured
shit
out,
hit the fan, I always went home.
which I didn't.
It's like,
Yeah.
if I was in their situation, I would go
First,
home.
you have to stop.
Yeah.
Because it's like, my
What
best
was it she
friend's
used to say?
dead, and the other person that I'm in love with is now
Madonna,
making out
that's
with her
always
cousin.
I was thinking the same thing.
Right.
I'm gonna go home,
I'm gonna go home. There's no way I'm gonna run into more of this there.
right? I'm absolutely not gonna go to this guy's house that I've met the one time,
Right?
who seemed like he might have been sleeping with my best friend before she died, and he never leaves his house.
Right.
Like, no, y'all are making bad choices out here.
Yeah.
Maybe she in her mind somewhere, she's gonna get like revenge sex or something with Harold.
Maybe.
All right. There's another clap. I don't need to explain to you guys. You don't actually care.
I care deeply. Deeply.
Yeah, that's pretty
Your
much
heart
it.
out.
You can clap if you want to.
Yeah. I just really like clapping. I like it to feel like a hoedown.
You can clap if you want to. You can leave your friends behind.
Because if your friends don't
If you
clap,
don't clap, there are no friends behind. Oh,
I love you all,
You
and I
clap.
have missed you terribly.
everyone do
oh,
this.
this is so
Clap.
dumb.
Right?
Yeah. For
Yeah.
real.
What is
Right?
happening?
Right?
Life feels weird.
I've been spending all this time with
Mhm.
normal people,
Yeah. Those are gross.
and they make me
Ah.
feel weird. They really are.
So redirecting us to the podcast we're recording. What does anybody have any thoughts about the last episode?
Everybody is just fucking nuts. That's what I think. And they keep making simple problems bigger because everyone's got like half a brain cell and no one's trying to smash brain cells together to accomplish it.
No, they're too busy trying to smash their centers together.
Ew.
and I hate to break it to Lucy, but whatever she did on that bed in Horn's department store wasn't with the man she had lunch with, because she is not his flavor.
Yeah, maybe she's his beard, or was.
Yeah, I don't know. Dick is an interesting character.
I don't know, Dick.
He's like, I just wanted to make sure that I didn't like vag before I committed.
No, I think
to the
he's
full,
just
I don't
British.
Like vag.
I think that's all it is. So he's just like foppish.
Foppish is an excellent word.
It really is. Is he actually British? I always thought that he was like a local who thought was like putting on airs.
Yeah, that was my impression.
Either way, I think that's the goal, though. Is
Yeah,
to
that's
come
what I
across
like.
that way. Like,
And I had no idea that holding your fork in the down position was a British thing to do. I thought that's just how you like eat meat, because it makes cutting the meat easier if you hold the fork in the down position.
Well, and with your left hand, that's in the down position with your left hand. That's European style.
Oh, well, I'm left-handed, so I have to use my left hand to cut. I
Guess not.
guess I'm not European
you're not
enough.
European enough for Dick.
Right?
Oh man.
So what do you think about the thing with the one-armed man? Do you have any idea where he went or what's going on there?
I don't know where he went, but I definitely like he's definitely got some kind of like evil in him or something. Like him and this Bob guy they're not good guys at all. And I wonder if like because he has to keep himself medicated, like maybe the one-armed man is like schizophrenic somehow, and he really doesn't have one arm, and his other personality is Bob. I might just be looking too much into this, but I don't like the Bob or the one-armed man. I also don't like the dad, because I wonder, like, if Bob isn't like another personality of the one-armed man, maybe he's like a demonic presence, and that's why Laura's dad's hair turned white, because he's like trying to like manifest himself in Laura's dad. I don't know, but it's bad, whatever it is.
Well then. Does anybody else have anything?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had a celestial download recently.
I had forgotten how very clever this show is. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's like spooky and weird and super lynchy, but like it's a mystery that is very well told. And yeah, I need some mystery in my life.
Yeah, there's a little bit of every kind of angle in it. Yeah, when you get into season 3, it gets even more. I love it so much.
I was thinking it's interesting that episode is called Laura Palmer's Diary, and the diary doesn't show up until the very end.
At
It wasn't
moment.
That was called The Man Behind the Glass.
Oh, so
The
this one's
next
called
one
Laura's Secret Diary.
It's called Laura Palmer's Secret Diary. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wait, the man behind the glass. Did I miss a man?
Harold being in the glass room.
Oh, okay. Of his greenhouse.
I was like, I don't get that reference.
All right. We are going to do the next Log Lady intro, and then we'll do the next episode.
Yes, I agree with this news. Everything she said in my head became a song cue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was very annoying. You should thank me for not doing it out loud.
Well, I guess our viewers can let us know, our listeners could let us know what they think of that. Maybe they want all of your songs.
Oh man.
I don't think they do.
They might.
Oh man, I'm like, anger can sometimes be a positive thing because you're not holding in all that nasty stuff, so you don't have to get.
I think anger could be very cleansing.
Yeah.
It's like burning it all down and letting something new grow in its place.
Yeah.
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 Right.
As long as you don't burn up with it.
Yeah.
There you go. Are we ready to get into this?
Yeah.
I think.
Let's do it.
I was gonna say, I think this is the actual only log lady that makes sense
so far. Then the episode is going to have nothing to do with anger. We're going to be like, what?
I love how they're like watching, or they're showing people that they're sharpening the blades at the sawmill, but like your typical person would see that image and be like, what the hell is that? They should have showed like logs being cut at the sawmill.
No, I kind of like the human touch.
Fuck you, James Marshall. It's his fault we have James.
You have the right to an attorney.
I waive that right.
I like it.
I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yeah, like there is
Anything
nothing.
you say,
Especially in his
held
state.
against you in
Sound
court.
mind.
Like a state of mind, not
Do you understand?
like,
Right.
Yes, of course I do.
I mean, he's an attorney.
but still.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying at
On
least
Friday morning,
he's an attorney.
March 3rd, did you go to Calhoun Memorial Hospital? Who were you looking for?
The man who killed my daughter?
You know, I bet you he could totally use the temporary insanity thing.
Did you know his name?
No. Yes, I do now.
You know, I flunked.
That's not the precise
Andy.
term for it.
Well, I was just wondering if it's the kind of test
He's having a
you can
terrible
take
time of
over,
things.
you know, like a driver's exam. I mean, I've been wearing boxer shorts every day, just like you told me.
You want to give it another shot?
I love him
Yes,
so
sir, I
much.
would.
I'll need to take a sample with
Oh,
me.
dang.
Oh no, he does not.
I was
That
gonna
is
say,
so tiny.
needs some good
My
aim.
God.
I mean, I hope he's precise.
Put it in a right. Put it in a brown bag. I'll be waiting in the car.
Oh, poor Andy. He needs to be carried like
In the brown bag. Like this should have been a paper bag moment, Andy. Oh.
Right. But you know what? I don't feel bad for Lucy anymore because Lucy told Dick that she was pregnant, just like, hey, I'm pregnant. And so I think Lucy knows that it's not Andy's baby.
Oh, shut up.
So now I'm a little bit pissed off at Lucy.
Our judge arrives this afternoon. Clinton Sternwood. Travels the circuit in Winnebago.
Oh no.
Andy, don't move. Where did you get those?
Don't make me say where these came from.
Andy?
Please, Agent Cooper, this is extremely personal business.
Your boots.
Oh, I'm sorry. I bought these from Philip Gerard yesterday when he was waiting.
Wentz travels incognito, uses only cash, no credit cards. Nobody can trace his identity or hers. No one at the paper even knows who he or she is.
Favorable Wentz review could be quite useful.
Well, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Keep an eye on registration. I want an hourly update. Scrutinize every check.
Especially if they pay cash.
Not even 9:30, and you have already done a good day's work.
wish you'd listen to Coop now, don't you, you big ass?
Make no mistake, Mr. Arn. I'm just the messenger.
This man is an FBI agent.
Do you want your daughter back?
Of course I want my daughter back, but I can't get...
Cash. Partner.
FBI man. This is supposed to be an equitable exchange.
I mean, what has turned out well in Twin Peaks lately?
Yeah, and it just seems to be.
Yeah, I'm not
worse.
sure what it was like before all this, but in the recent past, shit's been bad.
I was gonna say, did he not recognize his own like tables? Like maybe he should go check out his place of business.
And I think you should give Big Ed a call.
Why?
Well, you're still friendly, right? So maybe the French guy stops in for
You are
gas.
still
Ed
friendly.
could suggest the
Is
double
that
R
code
to
for
when you
I
first
know
succeed.
he's checking your oil, lady?
So, what should we drink to?
These nuts.
To Laura.
Oh, sorry. To Laura.
To Laura. In our hearts and memories locked.
That was cheesy and
He
gross.
feels so creepy. Like everything he does just feels creepy.
Her diary. Did I tell you I had it?
Laura's diary?
Well, shall I read something from it? It seems appropriate.
Does it?
Please.
I don't know if it does.
Well, if you stay inside all day and creep on, teenage girls, maybe it does seem appropriate.
That she wouldn't be around me at all if she knew what my insides were like. Black and dark and soaked with dreams of big, big men in different ways that they might hold me and take me into their control.
Oh, so Laura was afraid to
Yeah,
tell
I'm
her
sorry.
bestie that she was kinky.
She's like, I like
No,
to get
don't
dick down, and I don't think that Donna's down with
I
that.
was just
Even if it has a large forehead.
I mean, if that's evidence, shouldn't we give that to the sheriff?
No, Donna seems to be into dick, so.
I mean, I've read this from cover to cover.
This,
Donna.
I don't
Donna's
know.
definitely
Donna doesn't
more
seem like she's
solution
into
here.
as much the variety like Laura
Besides,
was. She was very much.
she gave it to me. Lovers.
His lovers?
Well, maybe someday you will too.
Why would that be exciting to you? Your friend was just giving him her life, and now she's dead. Like, damn, y'all dumb up in here.
They want to make the exchange tomorrow. Audrey, for $125,000.
It's a lot of money back now.
But I must ask you,
He has Harry Potter glasses.
Will you take it there?
What is it?
Josie, Catherine died in the fire.
Oh, she did?
God, no.
They couldn't find her.
Please.
Right, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. They didn't find her body. So in my mind, I'm
But
like,
in his
she's
mind,
coming back.
Yeah.
she did.
We're planning a service, but they haven't found the body.
You can bury whatever pantsuits.
She did rock a hell of a pantsuit.
He hit me.
I did not hit her.
Well,
If that's what you're thinking,
that
I
doesn't
did.
sound like the truth.
You see, Audrey, in a situation like this, you have to handle yourself in a professional manner.
We're all reasonable people. And what you discover is that something reasonable can always be worked out whenever reasonable people just put their minds.
Oh, thank God.
He's like, shut up.
I think this is the first point where I feel deeply sorry for her.
I was gonna say, if she survives this, I really hope that, like,
Ooh,
yeah.
those are some big
You
scissors.
see, we need to talk.
Deputy Brennan, I thought you preferred the company of your magazine.
I think we're at the point where it would be healthier for everyone if you got whatever was bothering you out in the open.
Andy and I used to go out.
That much I gathered. Are you still seeing this Dick?
No.
She didn't think he was asinine when he had
Listen,
her on
you
the
want to
couch.
get back together with Andy?
Right?
I don't know.
She didn't mention the big juggernaut. You know, the baby.
Right.
Wait, she did?
No, she didn't.
Oh, okay. I was like, that would have solved everything if she would have just said, and now I'm pregnant. I don't know whose baby it is because I'm a hooker.
Sorry, Harry. I was trying to help.
Well, that was a good thought. But it's like trying to fix those potholes over in Highway 9. First heavy rain and...
You've been down this road before.
Sure have.
Harry,
Harry Truman, you're a star.
I've got a dangerous situation. I've examined every
I think it's the
possible
curly
angle,
hair and the
I
chiseled
believe
jaw.
There's only one way to proceed.
I don't get it,
I need a
CJ.
favor. Strictly between us.
What's up?
So,
I need one of the Bookhouse boys. Your best man. It would be better if you didn't know why.
Chelsea, I got a note. Were you really in Seattle?
Yes. Why are you so suspicious?
Because there's been murders all over the place.
You think I got them in cash and carry?
Why didn't you tell me you were going?
You know that.
And now Catherine's dead.
Harry. You don't think
I don't know what to think.
Yes. Yes, we do.
You think I could burn the mill? That I would ruin everything of mine?
It was insurance money.
So much insurance money.
My God. How could you?
Literal sheriff.
How could you think of such terrible things? How could you hurt me so?
Not a fan.
Don't fall for it, Harry. Don't think with your dick. Come on, you can do it.
I was just so worried. What?
Tear it.
oh, and then there's going to be a PB Tom, huh? Or a PB Tom stress. Oh,
that looks hella creepy.
Is that like her brother or something? I know.
Judge Sternwood, hello, Your Honor.
Lucy, you're a cool drink of water to road-weary eyes. What's your secret?
I'd rather not talk about it, sir.
I love her. She is
You
my
just a
hero.
Oh my goodness. She cracks me up.
Life is hard, dear. Still in all, it's harder in most places than in Twin Peaks. Well, I only just arrived.
Good to see you.
I had to get laid.
What's her name,
Right.
Harry?
What?
You got the look
I
of a man
was too
with
busy
silly
thinking about my
trouble,
dick.
son.
Couldn't think about the time too.
They don't.
You two should have a lot in common.
Sid will bring in the court calendar as soon as the Winnebago's tanked up. You want to break the seal on that Irish you stashed for me?
This way.
Said,
Mr.
let's
Cooper,
do some law, but make
How
it
do you
lubed up
find
with
our
some
little corner
liquor.
of this world?
Heaven, sir.
Now, this week, heaven includes arson, multiple homicides, and an attempt on the life of a federal agent.
Heaven is a large and interesting place, sir.
I love him so much.
I've been over it in my mind a million times, and what I've come to is this. I have to. No, I must do the right thing.
You must?
One of the few times in my life that I've said I can't stand dick and really meant it.
Everything I could scrape together. $650.
I've called around. I've been told it's more than adequate.
For what?
What an asshole.
To take care of, you know, the
Kick his ass, Lucy.
problem.
Take your money, put it back in your wallet or your pocket, turn around and walk through both sets of doors. The second one sticks sometimes. Go out into the parking lot, get in your car, turn the key, and never, ever speak to me again as long as you live! Say one more word, and I'll scream! Please, please.
To see you under these circumstances is...
He's not in
dreadful
handcuffs
for us
anymore?
all. Now, the law provides a structure to guide us through perilous and trying times. But it requires our submission to its procedures and higher purposes. When these frail shadows we inhabit now have quit the stage, we'll meet and raise a glass again together in Valhalla.
Oh my gosh, you didn't even say it right. You gotta have a little
Deputy.
more passion behind that Valhalla.
Thank you.
Maybe the handcuffs are just hiding under his jacket really well.
I'll speak for us all. We have hard jobs.
9:30. Right on the tick.
Is he here?
Like, does he have
I can't
peanuts
figure
and
out what it is.
ibuprofen?
I was wondering if it was like peanuts and cashews.
Are we in any?
Oh, no. It's
particular-
peanuts and peanut shells.
Harry?
Oh.
Let me buy you a beer.
That
Bartender.
makes sense.
All right, I'm coming. Right.
They lived in the restaurant? You're getting your ass beat there, dude.
Right?
Listen, I think I'm just gonna
It's
lay
not
here
nice
for
to
a
pick
while.
on ladies.
What?
Uh-oh.
Blood
That was
brother?
weird.
Remember when he cut Josie's thumb?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah. What did you think of the last episode?
I mean, I did like it. I thought it was very interesting. I'm worried about, like, Coop is always, I don't know. It's unusual that he would be like, oh, you want me to go take an enormous amount of money to an undisclosed location so that I could rescue your daughter without any kind of proper local channels being used? I mean, that's suspicious as hell to me, but I guess if I was an FBI agent, I'd
He
be like,
has- Yeah, he has a white knight complex. So
Yeah.
like his whole
Oh, for
thing
sure.
is him trying to be the white knight for everybody. And he has taken a liking to Audrey. So there's just not, he's just willing to do whatever.
right. Yeah. I was a little bit surprised that he's just like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a great idea. Let me go get my kryptonite bulletproof vest. It's like, what, dude? But
I mean, it's unlikely he'll get shot through the bulletproof vest again.
yeah. I mean, only if they have another James Bond gun, because only James Bond guns can shoot through
that.
bulletproof.
No, it's because he was pulling it up because there was a tick.
It was a tick. And the tick got
Oh.
shot too, remember?
Yeah.
That
That's
was
funny.
absurd.
And I am quite disgusted in Josie though. I did not expect her to be a harlot. He means nothing to me. Ugh. I'm like, but maybe I should have, because she didn't.
I'll be
seem-
honest, I go back and forth on Josie. Like, sometimes I'm like, there is such a thing as a victim of circumstances. But then I'm like, you know what? We all make our choices.
I've never liked Josie.
Yeah. I'm
I
like,
wouldn't say
she's
that
a dick.
Like, I wouldn't say that I like her character, but I definitely, I think that I had higher expectations of her.
She come to be married to Catherine's brother,
Andrew. I think that's what his name was. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's her older brother, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So, like, think about how old Josie is. Think about how old Catherine is. Think about the age disparity. Like, and I don't know, like, I don't know. This is why I'm kind of conflicted about her, because I feel like if she was young and he's an older, powerful man, there's a power disparity as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to also remember that in some cultures, it's the norm for a young woman to marry an older man who's stable and can provide, and all she basically has got to do is bring on the babies. You know what I'm saying? That's why
and I think,
yeah,
I don't think that's necessarily bad, but I also think that there is a power disparity between them.
Yeah.
And like, not just that, but he died. So now she's had to like fend for herself in a strange country where she speaks the language, but she still struggles with communication.
Right.
And so I think,
I'm like, did he die or was he like
murdered?
Hey,
Well,
yeah.
either way, he's dead.
Right.
Like, that's the thing is that like,
and now
she,
go ahead.
I was gonna say she comes to this country as a young bride, or at least that's my assumption. And then the one person who is a constant in her life gone, and now she has to, and so she's like, I'm not saying that her manipulative tactics are good, but I'm saying that there's a certain amount of like, I gotta survive, and this is the only way I know how.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I'm conflicted. Like,
yeah. And at first I was completely like, oh man, that sucks for her because she's in this country by herself and she has no one. But then when her Chinese mafia family started showing up, I was like, oh no. Nope. She's like the mafia princess.
No more. No more sympathy.
That's right. You do not have an ounce of sympathy from me because you knew from the beginning you married him because you wanted the money and you knew your brothers were going to off him anyway and everything was going to come up roses. But yeah. So I guess I too am conflicted on the Josie character.
I'm not. She's a total knob.
Okay. Oh man.
Sarah is not conflicted at all.
Yeah. And
she's absolutist.
Like, I really want to feel sorry for Aubrey, especially like when they start pumping her full of drugs and stuff like that. I really want to feel bad for her. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? You brought this on yourself. You screwed over your dad out of billions of dollars worth of investments from the Norwegian people. You keep meddling with shit. You knew the perfume counter was code for something, and you deliberately put yourself in a position where you are potentially going to be prostituted out to the highest bidder. So Aubrey, you made your bed, now roll in the shit. You know,
I have way more sympathy for Audrey than I do for Josie.
Yeah,
I
same.
think Audrey is young and impetuous and doesn't realize like how far reaching your actions can go. And
yeah, and she's never had to because she's like the richest person in town.
right, like she's a princess.
Yeah.
So she's used to always getting her way. She's very spoiled. She's used to like having as much control as she wants and, you know, charging in and doing whatever she wants. And this is a situation where she had really no idea what she was getting into. She had no clue. She just thought that she was going to go in there and like, you know, do her big investigation, and she was going to make Coop oh so very impressed, and she was going to like be a hero.
Yeah, you know, if now that you say it, I'm like, yeah, I can see that side of it. But coming from like the mom's perspective, it's like, why didn't anybody teach her some common sense? Okay, like
my parents don't have common sense either.
I know. I'm
like, have you seen Ben Horn?
God,
common sense is not something he possesses, and his brother is an idiot.
Yeah, his brother is,
and his mother is just trying to survive this insanity that she's somehow gotten herself into for the sake of money.
I don't feel like her mother really pays much attention to her.
Do we even know who her mother is? Like,
yeah,
have
she's
we
in.
seen her?
Yeah, she's in the scene with Jerry at the beginning when he comes in and he's
with the sandwich.
Got the sandwich.
Oh, okay. So she is a character in this show.
Yeah.
She's just not very.
Yeah, she's just not in it a ton.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so I am, and the plot thickens because, you know, now I'm like, okay, how is all this gonna? I am starting to think that the one-armed man, there's some kind of like spiritual, psychic, whatever you want to call it, connection between the one-armed man, the creepy Bob guy, and Laura's dad. And yeah. And I think that they're going to let him off on the fact that he killed the man he believed killed his daughter, you know, so I think he's going to be able to be freely roaming around. And like, in all sincerity, like just knowing Laura's story, how she worked at the perfume counter and then she ended up at Blackjack, One-Eyed Jack's. It's One-Eyed Jack.
One-Eyed Jack's.
Yeah.
Okay. She ended up there, and the next thing you know, she's like fucking the whole village in a broken train car. I think that
not the whole village. Oh God.
I think that the okay, it was 3 people, but still 3 people in one time is a hell of a lot of fucking. So for me, at least, I mean,
no, it's okay. Go on. Just go forward.
But
just power through, Dana.
I know. Like, I don't want to offend anyone who, you know, like makes money off of, you know,
just let it go.
But I have a feeling like that, like this deep, sickening feeling that Aubrey is going to somehow find herself like reliving whatever happened to Laura. So whatever the truth is that happened to Laura, I have this feeling that Aubrey's somehow going to like relive this event. And that kind of makes me nervous because she's a moron, but she doesn't deserve to have that kind of nasty shit happen to her.
Yeah, she did not deserve this. Ugh.
Laura, you know, she didn't seem like a very good person, but Aubrey doesn't seem like she's outside of her immediate family a malicious person who wants to destroy everybody's lives. But that Laura, on the other hand,
I don't know about Laura. I go back and forth with her.
I identify highly with Laura.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, you might personally identify with her, but when I look at you, like Laura did a lot of shitty things, and it's like she fed the Meals on Wheels people to make up for all the shitty things that she's done. So I don't know your whole backstory and everything, but I don't see you as a shitty person who does nice things for people to cover up the shitty things you've done in your life.
I don't know that I necessarily think Laura's a shitty person so much as a flawed person who is in a lot of shitty situations. But my well of knowledge is much deeper, and I'm not entirely sure how much of that you even have at this point, because it all starts blending together, especially since I edit the podcast. So I then watch the episodes we watched before again. So I'm just going to leave it there because I don't know what else I could actually say at this point.
Okay.
So by the time we're done, you've watched like each episode like 3 times. I know. It just makes me laugh because you're already addicted, and this is just really feeding into it.
Well, and when we first started recording it, I watched The Return alongside it too. But it only takes me like a week to watch The Return, because I just watch it. That's what I do if I'm not working. Sometimes while I'm working. If I'm just doing like entering data, then I can have something playing, especially something I've seen a dozen times. So
this was a great after episode conversation, guys.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
I
good for
missed
us.
you.
I missed you too.
Yeah.
I missed you guys. I'm so
All
glad.
the rackadoodiness.
It's been a long time though. All right. Why don't we do some quick closings and then we can stop recording? Why don't we go ahead and just say goodbye, because I've been very confused as to what to do at the end of these podcasts. So I guess just tell us what you're up to and where people can find you. So we'll go out the same order. So we'll start with Dana.
All right. Hi, my name is Dana. Again, I write erotica under the pen name Ava Fox. I have a link tree that you can find me everywhere. Lately, I've been posting a lot on Medium. I should probably pronounce that correctly. So yeah, come look for me because I'm everywhere.
Ooh, was that a threat?
I'm a little frightened.
Like, just come find me. I'm great fun. No.
Great fun. Oh my.
All right, Tamara.
Hello, my name is Tamara Woods. I'm a cozy mystery author. I also write spicy things, and I do have a link tree where there's stuff. You can find me on my channel doing writing sprints every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you like to do writing sprints and talk about basically anything, you should swing on by. It'd be good times.
Because it's a great time.
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord. CJ.
My name is CJ Bloyer. I'm a writer of things. You can find me basically everywhere as CJ Bloyer. Yeah.
She provides the background music for the great time. All right.
Sometimes.
I'm like, all right. I'm done. I won't. I'm not gonna.
I swear I'm done now.
I'm not gonna promise no more weird comments, but I mean, Sarah still has to go. So
I do.
Ridiculous.
Oh, good Lord. And I am Sarah Scharnweber, and I'm most places as Wordsmith Sarah. I have a YouTube channel, I have a Twitch channel, I have Twitter, I have Instagram. I do not have Facebook. So you can find me in the places I mentioned. Everybody's link trees are down below. Thank you guys for listening, especially those of you who have been here since we started this, because like that's a lot to take in, y'all. I feel like we might be a lot.
That's okay.
No,
handle
it's fine.
Somebody's gonna handle it.
we are a lot, and I'm gonna go handle it right now.
Well then.
Oh,
wow.
That was a bit more than I
Yeah.
anticipated.
How about that? Good Lord. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share it with other Twin Peaks people. Please encourage people to actually watch the show so that they're not spoiling it for themselves, because it's not fun that way. So, yeah, we will see you guys all in the next one. Well, we won't see you because it's audio only, but we'll talk to you and you won't see us, but you'll hear us. And that'll be exciting.
Until next time.
I'm basically a professional.
None of us are professional at this.
Oh my
We're
gosh.
all absolute cock-ups.
This is my absolute profession. I'm quitting my job tomorrow.
Yikes.
Yep,
Oh,
quitting my day
okay.
job to start this podcast. All right, well, bye everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Dana and CJ left the call for a moment to go to the other room and left Tamara and I to temporarily reflect on Dana's recent theory. Also, this might have spoilers in it, so if you haven't watched the whole series, you might want to just skip this little portion. It is the end of the video, so if you stop here, you're not going to spoil anything for yourself, and you don't have to worry about finding where to pick back up. Thank you so much, and thank you for coming.
Damn. Impressive.
I know. What the fuck?
She and then she's like, I got a celestial download.
Right?
Download lol. I'm like, I mean, did you though?
Right?
Because you just did.
I was trying to not lean either way, because it was so good that I was like, am I gonna laugh or am I gonna like go
right? I had to like look down and just be like, damn, she good.
Right? Like, just don't make eye
have
contact with her
to.
so she doesn't know.
I have to react in some way. That was fucking impressive. I do not think that I wrapped that shit up like that.
No.
I was like, I am confusion, but I'm here for it.
Although I will say there is some possibility that parts of her subconscious remember when she saw Fire walk with me. Because she doesn't consciously remember it, but she might like remember Leland's face being scary. You know what I mean? Like those kinds of things do stick. So it's possible there's some of that going on. I'm not saying she's not fucking clever, but I'm just saying like it is possible that there is a little bit of that at play. Because her brain does have somewhere to pick it from.